With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Okay, wait a minute.
Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are.
All right.
Oh shit! Okay.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
Okay, I am not gonna lie. I am extremely excited right now.
This is my town. You're a big shot. Noted. But
Oh, I didn't know he was in this.
I think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan.
Not that stupid.
That I don't doubt. The Green Lantern's oath
Ooh,
to protect people.
that was fire.
We both know I do a better job of this than you.
This is my job. As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. So take a deep breath, Junior.
You're old. You're tired. Your time is up.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Okay.
Have you ever talked with the other lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
Yo, see, that is the type of world building that you can expect from James Gunn. Just small things like that. One of them's a fucking squirrel, and we already got everything we need to know right there, bro. Wow. What a good trailer this was. Lanterns is looking like it's going to be like this True Detective meets Jack Reacher type of vibe going on, and I'm down for that. Didn't expect it. I love the fact that that DC and Marvel, honestly, both of them, they have no they're not nervous about exploring new genres within the superhero genre, which is what comics have done forever, right? Like there's no shame in their game for that, right? So I love everything that we saw from this trailer. It does look like it's going to be much more grounded, and I know people have been complaining about that fact, but I do think it's actually going to suit this story very well. I like I said, I like everything that we're seeing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen I think it's called Invasion. It's an Apple TV Plus original series that they have, and it's magnificent. And in it, there is this kind of, like, you know, we're trying to figure out kind of why these aliens are invading and all this stuff is going on. I get a little bit of that too, right? Like, obviously we don't see any aliens or anything like that, but we know that there's a Green Lantern. We know that we got Green Lanterns. We know that, you know, Guy Gardner is going to be in this as well. So I'm actually everything that we saw here definitely has me hyped. It looks great. The lantern looks great. Everything is looking so good here. I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited for this, man. And like I said, it does have a complete, like, True Detective, Jack Reacher, all of those types of vibes mixed in with that lantern stuff that we already know and love. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this trailer in the comments down below while we start to talk a little bit more about this show, about the direction that they're going in, and who these characters are that it's even based off of, right? Okay, let's start at the top with talking about our boy Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan is widely considered the most legendary Green Lanterns in DC Comics history, in universe and out. Originally, he was a test pilot for Ferris aircraft, and Hal was chosen by a dying lantern named Abin Sur to inherit his power ring because of Hal's unmatched ability to overcome fear. With the ring, Hal became Earth's primary representative in the Green Lantern Corps and one of the universe's most respected lanterns. Hal is also a founding member of the Justice League, serving alongside heroes like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Over the decades, his story has included major cosmic arcs like Emerald Twilight, where Hal falls into darkness and becomes the villain Parallax, The Final Night, where Hal sacrifices himself to reignite the sun, Day of Judgment, where his soul becomes a host of the Spectre, and Green Lantern Rebirth, where Hal returns and reclaims the Green Lantern mantle. Despite the many Lanterns of Earth, including Guy Gardner, John Stewart, and Kyle Rayner, Hal remains the character most associated with the title. And his first appearance was in Showcase number 22 of 1959, and he was created by John Broome, Gil Kane, and the concept was developed under the editor Julius Schwartz. Now, let's shift over to our other guy, John Stewart. Now, for a lot of people, if you were younger, if you grew up on the TV shows, if you grew up on like the cartoons, you're most likely going to know who John Stewart is. I would say that Hal Jordan is the comic book pinnacle of what a Green Lantern is. And for people on TV shows like John Stewart is kind of that same pinnacle, but just for the animated stuff, for the shows and all of that, you know, they just focus on John Stewart a little bit more than Hal Jordan, because Hal Jordan always becomes evil usually, and they don't want to go into that storyline. At least that's what I think it is, right? John Stewart is one of the most respected and disciplined members of the Green Lantern Corps and has often served as Earth's primary lantern. Before receiving his power ring, John was a U.S. Marine sniper and later an architect, a background that influences the way he constructs objects with his ring, often designing them with precise structural detail. In many comic continuities, John becomes a Lantern after Hal Jordan leaves the Corps or requires a replacement for Earth's sector. His stories often emphasize responsibility, discipline, and the weight of leadership, especially after the destruction of planet Zangshi, a tragedy that haunted the character for years. John has served on multiple teams throughout DC history, including the Justice League, the Dark Stars, the Indigo Tribe. He also was once married to a fellow Lantern named Katma Tui, whose death became one of the most defining emotional arcs in his story. Thanks to his role in Justice League animated series, John Stewart became one of the most recognizable Lanterns for an entire generation of fans. His first appearance was in Green Lantern Volume 2, number 87 in 1971, and he was created by Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams. So the real question is, what is Lanterns? This is an upcoming live-action DC television series developed by DC Studios for HBO and Max streaming services. The show adapts the Green Lantern mythos, but with a tone that leans more toward mystery and crime drama than the traditional space opera superhero storytelling. This story will follow Aaron Pierre as John Stewart and Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. The two Lanterns investigate a murder in the American heartland, which slowly unravels a larger conspiracy connected to the cosmic side of the DC universe. Rather than focusing exclusively on intergalactic battles, the series is going to blend storytelling, character drama, and sci-fi mythology. Some supporting cast includes Ulrich Thompson as Sinestro, and Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Lanterns is an 8-episode series that plans on releasing in August, and current reportings, this is an 8-episode series that plans to release in August, and unlike previous Green Lantern adaptations that focus heavily on cosmic warfare and space politics, this Lanterns is going to be a more grounded approach. And like I said at the top, the biggest thing that I get from this is like True Detective meets Jack Reacher, and then obviously with those DC cosmic mythology elements sprinkled throughout that thing. Lanterns is a part of DC Studios' first major DCU slate known as Gods and Monsters. This is Chapter 1, with other projects in this phase including Superman 2025, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, Creature Commandos, Peacemaker Season 2, Clayface, and Man of Tomorrow that is set to release next year. The series is expected to expand the cosmic side of the DC universe, potentially setting up a larger Lantern Corps story in future DCU projects. Lanterns brings Green Lantern mythos to television with a new direction. This mystery-driven story with cosmic stakes, Hal Jordan mentoring Jon Stewart, Earth-based investigation tied to the wider DC universe, and this 8-episode HBO Max series that's going to be releasing in August is definitely going to set the tone for the rest of the DCU. But of course, in this current climate where Paramount kinda now owns everything, we have no idea what could happen next. But let me know all of your guys' thoughts, theories, and opinions on this new show that we are going to be getting in August. I am so excited about it. I'm so happy for it. I can't wait. It looks incredible. They look incredible. And we haven't even seen them dressed up as lanterns yet. But it's good to know that we have a good premise of everything here. Hal Jordan, I don't want to say he doesn't trust Jon Stewart just yet, but he's still teaching him all of these things. And he's passing the torch. But here, he's passing the lantern, if you will. I can't wait to check this show out in August, and you already know we're going to be doing a full-blown watch party for it. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, make sure you like the video so you can always stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update,
And on today's pop culture news update,